Hello, everybody, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for passing by. Thank you so much for subscribing. And thank you very much for watching my videos. You are greatly appreciated. So I was scrolling through social media and I saw this video by Sir P of Politricks Watch, and he was speaking on birth rate. He was speaking on the statistics or that they put out that there is a low birth rate. Women are having less children in the country. Sir P, however, decided to put out an information about Jamaican women that women are in fact getting pregnant. However, the babies are or the unborn is not making it to the delivery room after 9 months because women are having more and more abortion. There are way many women having more abortion and stuff like that. And because of such, women are having less children. Yes, we're in an era where it's female empowerment, female movement, women advancement, women empowerment. Women are moving forward, they're more employed and stuff like that. They're more employable also based on their qualifications and stuff like that. And with that being incorporated in modern society, it makes women not having an interest or exercising their right of not having an interest in wanting to have children. Not only that, with the workforce and with them being consumed by time and work, it would not facilitate time made available to have a child carried for 9 months, being there, being a household mother to a child, nurturing the child, and that while working, while being employed, while having to go to work. And because of such, many women have done it, but they have realized the difficulties that are behind it. And so they rather not have children. Also, the argument that is being put forward, another part of the argument is that women are in the era wherein they want to party, they want to enjoy their youth and stuff like that. And when they get older in life, they're going to IV or whatever treatment to go through insemination and stuff like that in order to become a mother. And that's what's taking place in the society right now. But here's the thing. I believe that when you're putting an argument forward and you're making it bold and making a statement like that to say that more and more women are having abortion and stuff and abortion is skyrocketed, I think that you need to bring some sort of research material or something as evidence to prove your argument. Statements like these are very bold and daring. And with that being said, if you have such information that you are privy to and daring, and with that being said, if you have such information that you are privy to, we would like the public to be privy to the information also, because the government is not privy to it as to women having abortion in record numbers and stuff like that. And because the government is not privy to it, they would more than likely they would have put out that information if they had it. Unfortunately, there isn't. But if you, Sir P, have that information, we would like you to come forward instead of putting this damning argument on women to say that women are having abortion in record numbers and that is the reason why there is a low birth rate. Do you have evidence out there that so many women have been pregnant and they decided to terminate it? Where's your evidence? We're living in a country of, they say, 3 million. So let's say 1/3 of the population are women, which would be some 1 million. And let's say out of the 1 million of women, 500,000 are childbearing mothers. Back then, the average woman had 5 children. The average, not all. For the Sir P persons out there who are cultic and, they have a sense of illiteracy to them. And I can tell by how you write in the comment section that you guys actually do. You understand? But my point is, for those who can understand, let's say around 500,000 of the women in society are of childbearing age. I'm just giving a number. I'm pulling a hypothesis, okay? So let's say around 500,000. The average woman back then were having at least 5 children. 3 to 5 children, the average woman. Many, way more. But we're talking about average, right? So let's say they were having 3 to 5 children. No, what evidence do you have that 500,000 women are having abortion in record numbers? What evidence do you have that those women are having 3 to 5 abortion? Because that would have to be an argument well put forward and well researched for you to be bold bold enough to make such a statement, that because that's it, government, women are actually getting pregnant, but the thing is that they're having so much more abortion. So we're asking you for the research material. So are you trying to say to me that the average woman out there is having 3 to 5 abortion, and that's the reason they aren't having any children? I beg to differ. I beg to differ. And it's a very daring argument. But I noticed there's something about Sir P. When it comes to black women, he's quick to put forward negative argument and negative connotations, negative undertone when it comes to information about black women. It has never been a subject matter that is uplifting, that is encouraging, or anything like that. There are young people who are actually watching your channel. There are also people who are underage that are actually watching your channel. What word of encouragement can you give to young persons out there who are females who are watching your channel about the black woman? You are one of those type of black men, based on what you have put forward constantly about black women. You are one of those type of black men who are anti-black women. And I can tell you are always talking about women who are catering to simp because they see men as simp. So not only that, you see a man who takes care of a woman, or a man who's there for a woman who has been through some trouble as a simp. So if she was once with a guy and the guy happens to be of questionable character, a gunman as you say, or someone in a life of crime, and he's the next person who she gets with that is taking care of her happens to be a simp and stuff like that. So you don't believe in rehabilitation, you don't believe in people seeking counseling, you don't believe in people advancing themselves. You just make a broad brush statement and say all of those women, the next man is a simp and all of that. So you're actually demeaning men who are actually there to help a woman out. So no man is to help out a woman when she has been through a lot of things or atrocities. Because remember, not every situation can be addressed broad brush. Not every situation can be addressed on a broad scale. There are some things that you have to take single out. You have to take it and identify that particular situation as is. You can't use every situation to broad brush it. There are women out there who have been with men, and the men happen to be a criminal and she didn't know. He happened to be involved. How many times have persons been in a situation and the person is a respectable figure, is a businessman or a 9-to-5 man, but at the end of the day, he will happen to be involved in other things, and that woman did not know. Are you trying to tell me that in every situation the woman well and know, and she's a crossmite and she's a kerosene, as you say, and all these type of things? So I'm putting it to you that your argument is anti-woman. You are anti-black woman type of black men. Funny enough, there are a lot of you in the society. And because there are a lot of you in the society, you will always get a whole lot of support, whether your argument is baseless like this one with the abortion, or it has merit to it. Another argument that I want to put forward to you. Do you know that? So where is the finding from your argument? Where is the research material to prove that these women in record numbers are having abortion? Yeah, you might find a woman out there who have done abortion, yes, or have several, for some who are very extreme or live that type of daring life. But come on, to put it to say so many, I see somebody in the comment section was saying that he has been to some clinic or some place, and the amount of women who are there to do abortion. I mean, how do you know that? So if you are working there and you're saying that so many women come there and they went there to have an abortion and stuff like that, how does that speak for the average woman in society? How does that speak for the average woman in society? If men, they are urologists and all sorts of doctors who specialize in the reproductive organs and stuff like that, erectile dysfunction and all these type of things, amen. And they do have visitors on a regular basis. Does that speak to the average man in the society? Does that speak that the average man is going there or all men are going there? No. No. Because simply that would not make sense. So we couldn't say that. So we are just asking that, saying your argument is true, where is the research material? To say these type of things is very daring, you understand? And I'm not going to put an adjective to Sir P, but I realize that his cultic followers tend to have a sense of illiteracy to them. And they, even if you follow someone, they can be in error and you can let them know that you disagree with their argument. It's not everything that the person say is gospel and it has to be true. You understand? Sir P, you are not correct in this section. You are not correct in this section. And I will put it to you that you are not correct. unless you provide some research material to prove your argument that the average woman out there is having abortion in record numbers. Because I know several women and who are married, women who are in relationship, women who are single, and they are on injection, copper T, all sorts of things that they are contraceptives that they're on. You understand? So they are not going to get pregnant. So I'm not sure where you get this argument from that it's the average woman and so many of them are having abortion and it's abortion and it's abortion, it's abortion. You're in Canada or the United States. That does not speak for Jamaica, and it's not every single thing to the T that is trending or that is a culture in North America is a natural way of life or is becoming a natural way of life in Jamaica. Might I add that women have been having abortion since eons. It's not now. In Jamaica, women have been having abortion. There are women out there with 5 children and they still have abortion. There are women back then with multiple children and they still had abortion. So it's not anything new. It's not anything new. It's not a groundbreaking information or groundbreaking situation. Women have been having abortion for several reasons beyond us. You understand? But I'm just saying to you that if your argument is being put forward that there are so many women in record numbers that are having abortion and that's the reason for a low birth rate, please present your findings before coming out and attacking women or making this statement and presenting it as if it is facts based on evidence, based on research, based on case studies or several studies that were actually done when you know, in fact, you did not do any. That's all I have to say. Thank you for your time. Enjoy your day. God bless you. Bye-bye.